Hello, I've mentioned before how important organizing your project structure, plans, goals, tasks, and everything else are when creating games. So in this video, I wanted to cover how to organize things to help give yourself a smoother, less stressful, mind-clearing, and more efficient workflow. Yes, all of that. Now, firstly, of course, having an organized Godot project is so important to having a good and efficient workflow inside of the engine. Godot project as in being things like the file system, scene tree, variables, signals, scripts, and things of that matter. I think that covering how to structure your game when you're inside of the engine is worth its own separate video, which I'm currently working on, called How to Structure Your Godot Projects for an Efficient Workflow, because it gets complex and confusing, and in this video I want to mainly focus on how to keep your ideas, tasks, and things of that matter organized, because it is incredibly important to have a way to clear your mind from jumbo when working on your game. One of the best things I found for keeping my thoughts and plans organized is something like Notion or Trello. In my opinion, for game dev, I like to just create a new Trello board for each project. So basically, Trello is a task board and it looks like this once you set it up. As you can see, we have 4 columns, one for planning, one for things that need to be done but we aren't focusing on right now. I'll explain this one more in a minute. Then one for the tasks that we'll work on today, and one for completed tasks that we may have to go back and tweak in the future. We can just go into the card and write down notes or check off boxes in our custom to-do list when we finish tasks. I find Trello the easiest to use. What I have here is extremely basic. As you can see, I just made a new card in the exact same style as the rest in a matter of seconds. Next, you want to be able to have a plan or a roadmap just so you have an idea of where you want to take your project. Having a plan is so important to knowing what to work on when you sit down to develop. I find it easiest to create a full plan of the project, but one that can be easily changed down the road. It helps you get started, it gives you excitement for the future of the project, and it allows you to know what to work on. There really is no downside to creating a plan for your game. Following up with what I just mentioned, I also want to tell you that every day you should have only one task that you're going to work on for that day. For example, today I'll only work on the dialogue system, and that is it. I won't mess with the inventory or I won't tweak the enemy. I will dedicate all the time I spend developing today to create the dialogue system. This will really help you fly through tasks as it will allow your mind to be focused on only one thing at a time. It would mean the world to me if you could go and subscribe, as it would help you to push this video to more aspiring game developers. I hope you were able to find something valuable in this video. If you have any questions, then please let me know in the comments. And until next time, remember to stay organized and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.